Get dressed, ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay, for it is Christmas, 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 Christmas Day. It's Christmas, 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 Christmas Day, Christmas Day, for it is Christmas Day, Christmas Day, for it is Christmas Day.
Eve, 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 Eve. And happy birthday to my sister Carrie. Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dam, also known as Dammy Stoodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Thursday, the 20th of December, 2018. And this is this is our last episode before Christmas. This is episode 324, which is our 4th annual Christmas karaoke episode.
It's Christmas.
So you're going to get all the singing today, even though I'm still sounding kind of bleh. We're drinking some tea in my adorable Winnie the Pooh mug.
Please don't burn yourself.
And I'm drinking Good Earth tea, which is amazing. And my little quote thing on my tag is, don't let someone dim your light simply because it's shining in their eyes. Unknown.
If someone was shining their light in my eyes, I would want them to turn it down.
Yeah. So we'd like to say...
Very inconsiderate.
I know. Don't shine your light in my eyes. That's why I hate driving at night. The lights. Anyway, we'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys.
Yeah.
To all our returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. We don't do Christmas karaoke every episode, but this is the full-on Christmas karaoke episode. So stay tuned for lots of singing. Nobody introduced themselves in the Ravelry group this week, so if somebody's not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do and why?
You should join our group on Ravelry and introduce yourself in our introductions thread, because you'll get a shout out on our next episode and be able to participate in all our owls and giveaways.
That's right. Well, we have quite a bit to talk about today, including a special announcement about our 2019 read-along challenge. I'm so excited. Can't wait to tell y'all. So we probably should get started. Here we go. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. This is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared, and the soul felt his worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Sorry, needed a little bit of water there. Tea.
That's leaf water.
I needed some leaf water.
So now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
What is on your needles, Dammy?
Look at this glove.
You're getting close to being done.
Yeah, I've got the stitches on the thumb already. The thumb stitches on waist yarn already. So yeah, almost done with the body of the mitt, and then I have the thumb.
Tell them what it is.
This is the straightforward mitts pattern by Monet Drager. It's on US 3's 3.25mm needles.
Sorry, I still have the yarn is lyrics up.
Penguin Soup Emperor Sock in the Baker colorway.
I adore this detail right here.
You should make them yourself.
They're very pretty. I have made enough mitts to last me for quite a while. So,
That's
very
what I'm
pretty.
working on.
Very pretty. Can I hand you my tea while I talk about what I'm working on?
What are you working on?
Well, first up, I have my 10-stitch zigzag blanket, which is a free pattern by Frankie Brown. It's on US 4s, 3.5 mil needles. I'm working on the 58th stripe, which is out of Neighborhood Fiber Co. Rustic Fingering in the Roland Park and Shades of Fuchsia Color B colorways. I think the zigzag blanket has been up this whole time, so they have not seen that until just now.
Shucks.
I think I have like 6 zigzags left. So I'll be done with this stripe next week for next week's episode. So I am working on that. I am working on Dammy's birthday wrap, which is the Cathedral wrap by Joji Locatelli. This is on US 6s, 4 mil needles. And the yarn is Knit Pick Stroll, hand painted in the Borealis colorway. And you guys, I finished the lace.
You're gonna hit me in the face.
I'm not trying to. And I'm working now on the ribbing. And I did the maths because I needed to be able to motivate myself and be like, okay, I gotta get this. So I am now 75% done with the whole wrap.
Yeah.
So I have 134 rows to go. And then I have to graft the whole thing together. I don't know if I'm going to have it done by the time you leave for college, to go back to college. But I will be in Seattle the week after that, so maybe I'll have it then and bring it to you.
Wow.
We'll see. You will get it before your next birthday. That I can assure you. And you guys, I had a realization this week, you may have seen it on social media, that I had not had socks on my needles in over 2.5 months. What the crap happened, you guys? What the crap? So even though they're not going to be ready for Christmas, I cast on a pair of socks for the hubs for Christmas. And this is my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. I'm doing these on my 9-inch circulars, which I affectionately call my Zoom Zoom needles because you zoom rounding circles. These are US 1.5s, 2.5 mil needles. And the yarn is Pandia's Jewels hand-dyed tweed, but I don't know the colorway. I tried to search for it, but I couldn't find it. And let's see where we're at on these. I need about 1.5 inches more before the heel. This is, because I always get questions about it when I show it. This is the Soxies done by Burning Impressions. And this side has inches, but it also has US shoe sizes. On the back, I had her put it in centimeters, and she also put Drama Pearl designs for me. And so it's in centimeters with the sizes. Very handy because you can use it for toe up or cuff down. You stick it in, lay it flat, measure it. I need 1.5 inches more before I start his heel. So, yeah, that is what I am currently working on. I need to get back doing my English paper piecing. In fact, could I get your help to press a little bit of fabric?
I forgot. You need to do that.
And also, when you do that, I need to press a skirt.
Sure.
It's not a lot of fabric. I just need a little bit pressed. I also need to find a container that is the right size to stack my flowers in. It'll happen. It will happen. And because I know somebody is going to ask, I snagged my hand on something and I know this is gross. It ripped the whole top layer of skin off. It's about a nickel size. I will agree with you that it's not a quarter. It's about a nickel size. But a regular Band-Aid is too small to cover it, and it's very tender. And so a bigger
and mild.
It is. My first concern when I realized what I had done was, oh my gosh, am I still going to be able to knit? I can. But I was worried. Okay, let me take my tea back. So that is everything that's on the needles, but I do have a couple of FOs to talk about. So let's move on to the next segment.
I
don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. Da, 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 da. We need you for Christmas, Pinky. Put her back up here so we can say hi to her. Hi, Pinky.
She does not like this. Oh, okay.
Okay, did you tell them Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Good job, baby.
Good job.
You did great.
Now we're going to talk about her finished project.
Oh, no, I have two finished projects. One of them
Finished
is just...
project.
Hold on, I gotta close the lyrics to the song so I can see the show notes. First up is my 50th preemie hat for the year. Look at that pom-pom. That pom-pom is freaking epic. This is from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry on US 6s, 4mm needles, and I used Space Cadet Ombre and Gradient mini skeins in the Ombre MS 1403 colorway. So what I did was I held all the colors together, all 5 of them, to make the pom-pom, and then I started with the lightest and then went down to the darkest. I still have some left, so I think I'm going to do another one that's darkest to light. But I love how it turned out. So I've got 2 more preemie hats for the year, and I will have done my 52 for the year. And yes, I will be continuing this in 2019. So I love it. I love it. The other thing I finished, which I don't have with me because I've already shipped them off to England, are the mittens for my bestie's older son, Noah. This was from the World's Simplest Mittens pattern by Tin Can Knits. On US 3s, 3.25mm needles, and US 5, 3.75mm needles, using Vitellana Dream in the Tapenade colorway. And then I used just an undyed yarn to stitch ends on it. So his brothers that I showed you last week have eyes on it for Izzy and ends for Noah, so that they will know at a glance which ones are theirs. So yeah, so that was fun to get those out in the post to my bestie. So for her boys, I don't think they'll get there by Christmas, but I know they'll enjoy them anyway. So that is what I have finished this week. So I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Makes me cry.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Yummies. Yummies. What are yummies, Dammy? While I get some tea.
Yummies are our current favorite things. Things we like. Things we want to talk to you about. Yummies.
Yummies. So we're kind of short on yummies this week, but
We won't be next week.
no. So my nephews, Wyatt and Waylon. So Wyatt had his 7th birthday on Saturday. And Waylon's 5th.
Don't look at me.
Hold on. Let's consult the Ravelry. Because the Ravelry knows all. Oops, that's the wrong window. Crap! What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Ravelry. Open. Come back. Ravelry. Notebook. Projects. Hold on. Hold that thought.
Such a good aunt.
I know. I know. Entertain them, Dammy. I think it's 5th, maybe.
Ah! There. You're entertained.
5th. Waylon's 5th birthday is December 26th. And so they celebrated together over the weekend. So they opened their birthday hats that I sent, and then they took a photo for me and sent it to me. And so here they are. Aren't they adorable?
Aww.
I know, they're so cute in their birthday hats. So I love knitting for people who truly enjoy and are appreciative of what I knit. Yeah. So Vlogmas continues. It's been an interesting week doing a Vlogmas with little to no voice. Dammy has stepped in several times for me to record some stuff. But it's continuing. I'm covering Cabin Pressure Advent. We just listened to the start of Series 4 today, which means we're nearing close to the end. I think we have 7 episodes left.
Okay.
We're talking about the Java Pearl Designs 31 Days of Christmas, which we will tell you in the miscellaneous segment about this next week's theme. And then you're just getting other things, random things. I took some video last night when we went to Knit Night at the mall of some beautiful trees and lights. Sometimes you get my rants about things. All kinds of stuff. Pink Pearl. Always Pink Pearl. And, yeah. So, if you haven't been watching and you're interested, they're on YouTube. They're all, like, probably, 10 minutes or shorter. So, check them out. And hopefully there'll be some interesting things happen in the next few days that'll make them a little more interesting versus me not having a voice and doing them. So, anything else?
No.
No. Okay, let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of photo prompts for each month. So take a look at the prompt for that day, take a picture related to it, and post it anywhere you like. But we pick our favorites from Instagram.
Pink Pearl is under the laundry rack.
It's her jungle gym.
Looking out. I'm sure one of these days she's going to attempt to scale this thing. She's so funny.
She can already walk out in between the bars.
Yes, and I've seen her also leap out. Yep. We will have January's list for you next week. December's list, of course, has been around Christmas, the holidays, Advent, etc. So, what are we about to show them, Dammy?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. It's never too late to join in. You take a look at the prompt for the day. What is today's prompt?
Today. Oops. It's today.
Today's prompt is today. Today's prompt is today. Of course, when you're watching this, the prompt is not today. But today, when we're recording this, it's today. So you interpret the prompt however you want. We're very cheater friendly on that. Post it on Instagram. Make sure in the caption you use hashtag GGKCraftyPad because that's how we find your photos. If you're participating in GGK Crafty Pad and you have a private Instagram account, you need to message Dammy. Dammy's doodles. I wish I had had a camera going on her. There.
Oh, anger.
Dammy's doodles. Make sure she's following you because otherwise we can't see your photos.
Yep.
So, and yours might get chosen. A couple of upcoming events, Tammy. Do you want to talk about the first one?
Sure. So the first one is the play I'm in at school. It's Before the Eclipse, which is a collection of short comedies by Anton Chekhov, and it's running for 2 weekends, January 31st, February 1st and 2nd, and then February 7th through 9th. All the shows are at 7:30 p.m., but there's one matinee on February 2nd at 1, and come see it.
Yes. Have they created the Facebook event yet for it?
No. It's probably not going to happen until
January.
we get back.
Yep. And then I still don't know the exact date that I'm going to do this, but Madrona Fiber Arts Marketplace is open to the public. It's in Tacoma, Washington, February 14th through 17th, and I will be going down for one day of it. I don't know which one yet. I was talking to my friend Janine last night at Knit Group, who I'm going to go with, and we will be making plans soon about that and let you know, because I would love to meet some of you. Debbie will be at school, but I'll be there. So, all right. Well, that is everything for Yummies, but we have a lot in the next segment, so we should probably move on.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields where they lay. In fields where they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
Oh, guys, I'm trying really hard. I'm trying really hard, y'all. I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. Okay.
Now, what is it? Oh, we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
So what are you reading, Dammy?
I am almost done rereading Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte for the, I don't know, how manyth time.
50 gazillion and one.
Yeah. But next I'm going to start reading Coraline by Neil Gaiman.
That you got last night. Mm-hmm. So is that what the movie's based on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll talk about the movie in a minute.
And I'm also reading The Glass Scientists, which is a webcomic by Sabrina Cotingo. Shall I take your mug?
Since I finished drinking it, yes. Thankfully, I have water over here. Okay, so have you been getting your 15 minutes a day in?
Yes.
What am I referring to?
The October, November, December RAL read-along.
So this is a challenge to read 15 minutes a day. I don't care what you read, as long as you're reading. Audiobooks count. There's a finish line thread in the Ravelry group where you post once, edit your post. Minimum is to tell us you read 15 minutes that day. You can add more, such as exact time, what you're reading, etc. We will lock the thread the morning of the 1st of January. And if you have read 88 to 92 of the days, you will get entered into one or more giveaways for any of our ebooks. You'll get a 20% off any single pattern coupon code, and you'll get a virtual badge. If you read 61 to 87 of the days, you'll be entered into one or more giveaways for any of our single patterns, and you'll get a virtual badge. Hashtag is GGKRAL18. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to continue with the 3-month read-alongs in 2019. And so that will stay the same. You will still, if you read X to X of the days, you'll be entered into the giveaways, virtual badge, coupon code if you're eligible. That's going to continue. However, we're going to be doing a full year-long challenge as well.
Ooh. And
what is going to happen is you are going to earn entries into giveaways. And at the the first podcast in January of 2020. we will draw for prize winners. There are going to be 3 prize winners drawn randomly from all the entries. And each prize winner is going to receive yarn, a pattern, and potentially more. We're going to start putting together prize bundles, and it's going to be really fun prizes.
Wow.
So, what is going to happen is, if you read every day in the 3-month period, so in January, February, March, if you read all 90 of the days, you are going to get 10 entries into the giveaways.
Wow.
If you read 86 to 89, you'll get 8 entries. If you read 59 to 85, you'll get 5 entries. And it will continue like that in April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December. April, May, June has 91 days, so the number of days is a little different. And July, August, September, and October, November, December have 92 days. This is all going to be posted in the show notes, so you'll be able to see it. If you read all 365 of the days, you're going to get another 10 bonus entries. And so at Knit Group last week, Mary, who is... Is she Imgladu on Ravelry? Maybe. I think that's what she is on Instagram. I can't remember. Anyway, she brought up the Modern Mrs. Darcey reading challenge. And so we are going to use this as a way to earn 6 bonus entries into the giveaways. So there's a link to the challenge in the show notes, but I cut it out and printed it to put in my bujo so that I can do it. So there's 10 categories, but one of the categories is 3 books. So the first one is you need to read a book you've been meaning to read. Second is a book about a topic that fascinates you. Third is a book in the backlist of a favorite author. Fourth is a book recommended by someone with great taste. Fifth is 3 books by the same author. Sixth is a book you chose because of its cover. Seventh is a book by an author who is new to you. Eighth is a book in translation. Ninth is in a book outside your genre comfort zone. And 10th is a book published before you were born. You cannot use the same book for multiple categories. There have to be 12 different books listed on your thing. You have to do all 12 books in order to get the 6 bonus entries. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go research and be like, Dammy, you were born in 1999 and this book was written in 2000. I'm not going to go research it. We're going to trust you that you put the books in the right categories. So the books that you read in the 3 monthly read-alongs can be used in this. We're just saying you can't, I couldn't put a book that in a book I've been meaning to read and also in a book published before I was born. There have to be 12 unique books on your list. Okay? So you have the possibility of earning 56 entries into the giveaways.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah. So that is our year-long 2019 read-along challenge. If you have questions about this, post them. Maybe I should go ahead and open up a thread for this. Because what I'm going to ask you to do is at the end of the year to submit that you've done it.
Okay.
So maybe December 1st, I'll open up a no chatter thread where you enter this part of the giveaway. Mm-hmm. But I will open a chatter thread for the 2019 year-long read-along with all the information in it. And if you have questions, you can ask there. but you can also chatter there. That also could be a good place for if you want to recommend a book to someone, or if you're having a hard time figuring out a book for a specific category, that could be a good place for it. So I will do that. I will open up a thread for chatter for this. And then the quarterly, that's the word I've been trying to think about this whole time. The quarterly read-alongs will continue the same way that they have been. There will be a finish line thread. Maybe I won't open a separate, or do we even have a chatter thread for the read-along right now?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. If we do, I'm not going to open a separate one. We'll do that all in the year-long read-along. I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what books I'm going to do yet. Although the 2 book series I'm reading right now would qualify for the 3 books by the same author. So I think I have that one taken care of. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to doing this along with y'all. So now let's talk about what I've been reading. Now that we've done that, I'm getting my water. Sorry, I'm leaning way, way out of frame. So, I finished reading Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm very much looking forward to her new book coming out in 2019 called Girl Stop Apologizing. So, I've pre-ordered that one actually. I'm continuing to reread Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling, along with the Harry Potter and the Sacred Text podcast and the Swish and Flick and All Potter podcast. So, I listened.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what chapter I finished with.
Aragog?
I think, but so did I listen to the podcast about Aragog?
I heard them talking about Aragog.
Okay, so then that must be where I am. So I don't know if I have read the next, I don't think I've read the next chapter, which is The Heir of Slytherin. So I need to read that. So I'm actually pretty close to finishing that. Let's see. Yeah, I've only got 2 chapters left. The Heir of Slytherin and Dobby's Reward. And then I will be done with Chamber of Secrets. Although there are some special edition podcast episodes to listen to before I start Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So I will be doing that. I finished reading books 1 and 2 in the Lock-In series by John Scalzi. When I first started it, I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy it. A friend had recommended it, but I ended up really enjoying the series. So, yeah. And then another book that had been recommended to me called Something in the Water by Catherine Steadman. This went a whole, oh my gosh, different direction than I was thinking. It's about a couple who gets married. They're having financial issues. Before they get married, they go away on their honeymoon and find something in the water. And what happens because of it? Thriller, crazy.
Is it a diamond?
No.
Is it?
Yes, actually it is.
Ruby.
It's diamonds. And money. And a gun.
Diamonds are money.
So,
Money.
yeah, it went, I can tell you later if you want me to tell you, but it went in a direction that I was like, what the crap? So, I've read books 1 and 2, and I'm reading book 3 in the Selection series by Kira Cass. I am so in love with this. So, essentially, it is The Bachelor meets future United States, who is now, which now is run by a king and queen after China invaded the U.S. And the prince, 35 girls from, and it's a caste system as well, 35 girls are sent to the palace, and it's The Bachelor, but
With death.
no death.
They don't die?
No. But, yeah. It is very, very interesting. I think there's 5 books in the series. I'm reading book 3 right now. I just requested book 4 from the library. And book 5 from the library, I think. So, enjoying that. I'm also continuing to read the Cat in the Stack series by Miranda James. I finished reading book 4, and I've got book 5 in the bedroom from the library to read. It's just a real fun, cozy mystery series with a ginormous Maine Coon cat who goes everywhere with his owner, who's a librarian, except for church.
Chunky boy.
On a harness and leash. Very fun. And I'm reading the In Death series by J.D. Robb. I finished book 3, and I'm waiting for book 4. And these are set in the distant future. And it's a thriller, suspense, mystery type series. So I've read part of this series, but I can't remember where I stopped. So I'm just rereading it from the start. And that's everything I'm reading.
Yeah.
So let's talk about watching. I'll start, and then you can go, and then I'll go.
Okay.
You and I rewatched Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Was very good. Dammy is mimicking Pink, if you're wondering what the heck's going on. She just finished eating. Because I was going to try to go see the second one in the theaters with my friend, but then I got sick. So, but we rewatched that.
Thank you. All right. So, I've been watching a bunch of movies while I was knitting. So, I rewatched The Little Mermaid and both Beauty and the Beast, 1991 and 2017.
I love them both.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I made you watch it.
I had never seen it the whole way through before. I'd only seen bits and pieces. Beats. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't my cup of tea.
Did you watch Corpse Bride?
No.
Okay. Watch Corpse Bride, Beetlejuice, Love Actually, and Coraline.
And then we watched Holiday Inn together. Mm-hmm. For the 50 zillionth time. And then I watched some Hallmark Christmas movies, A Majestic Christmas, Once Upon a Christmas Miracle, Homegrown Christmas, Memories of Christmas, and Welcome to Christmas. And I still have 5 to watch, plus I think there'll be another 5 this weekend. I don't know how many next week. So, yeah. And
when
then
will it end?
New Year's. So I finished.
But then they'll have their whole Valentine's week, month, year.
But it won't be like the 40 gazillion Christmas movies. So I finished watching season 2 of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I wish I had not watched the last episode. I was
smad.
I was smad about the last episode. So I'm fairly certain it's been picked up for another season. I'm not 100% sure, but I was very happy until the last episode. So I watched all of season 1 of A Discovery of Witches, which is aired in the UK and is supposed to be airing here in the US and Canada very soon. And it was very good. It was slow starting, but there was so much backstory that they had to give. So it's based on the All Souls trilogy by Deborah Harkness. And it's about vampires and witches and demons. In the UK, primarily. It was so good. It kept me company while I was sick. I think there was like 8 episodes maybe. So I really enjoyed it. And it's been picked up for, I believe, 2 more seasons already. So, watching season 7 of Arrow, John Barrowman was back in it, surprisingly. I really enjoyed that. Watching season 4 of Supergirl, season 16 of NCIS, season 5 of NCIS New Orleans. Cassius died saving Dwayne's life. Dwayne's father. He jumped in front of him and was shot. It saved his life. Season 14 of Criminal Minds. Season 14 of Supernatural. Michael is back in Dean's body. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. Season 1 of Murphy Brown and season 4 of Outlander. The episode was called Down the Rabbit Hole. This was the first episode without Claire and Jamie in it. Although we did hear Claire's voice in part of it. But they also surprised us by bringing Frank back in flashbacks into Brianna's life. And then Brianna went through the stones and she fell and sprained her ankle and was found on the road by Leary, who was married to Jamie while Claire was gone. But Leary didn't know who Brianna was, and Brianna didn't know who Leary was. And when they found out, it was awful. But sweet, sweet Joni stepped in, saved Brianna, took her to Lollybrock. And her Uncle Ian helped her and got her on a boat to the colonies. In the meantime, Roger came through the stones. And he's on a ship with, I don't remember what his name is, but he's bad. He's the one that took Claire's wedding ring.
Did he give it back?
No.
Oh.
It's going to be part of the story in this next week's episode.
Oh.
And so he is trying to get to the colonies. Spoiler, they both make it to the colonies.
Oh my God.
In next week's episode.
What?
And Dammy watched this episode with me for the first time to watch Outlander.
I think I'm good.
There was no
Questionable content
in this week's episode. So,
That's all we're watching.
That's all we're watching. And then I've been listening to our Cece and Dammy Love Christmas playlist. My favorite murder podcast. Just finished listening to the episode this morning. This afternoon, actually. We're late in recording. I slept through my alarm this morning. Oops. And Cabin Pressure, obviously, because we're doing Cabin Pressure Advent. Have you been listening to anything else?
Random Spotify playlists.
There you go. All right. Well, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my love, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, make it so, make it so, make it so.
You're referencing that Picard video.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
All right, tell us about this.
This is the December, January, February.
Walking in a winter wonderland.
Ow.
Yes.
So, this started on the 1st of December, and it ends on the 28th of February. It is for any project that you can knit, crochet, weave, or spin that is related to winter. Your fallback is you made it in the winter.
Yes.
There are two main rules of this. The first is that no whips are allowed. Your project must have been begun no earlier than the 1st of December and finished no later than the 28th of February. And the other one is each project of at least 20 yards that you finish and post in the FO thread counts as one entry into the giveaways. But if your project is not at least 20 yards, you need to group it in a single post with other projects that together total at least 20 yards. For example, if I made a little porg and he was only 5 yards. I don't know what porg would only take 5 yards of yarn. I would have to make 4 porgs and put them all in one post because that would be 20 yards.
But they don't have to be the same item.
No.
You could do a Porg and a Yoda and a Jabba the Hutt and
Who wants to make a Jabba the Hutt?
And a Jar Jar Binks.
Anyway, so feel free to poly-dub in other owls as long as it fits in with other rules. That's totally fine. We've got lots of prizes that are on the screen right now. Thank you so much to our prize donors. And if you would like to donate a prize for this or for later owls, you can PM Java Pearl and Ravelry or email us at geekygirlsnet@gmail.com.
That's right.
You have to be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit podcast group on Ravelry in order to participate. There's a hashtag GGKWinter1819 if you would like to post on social media or tag your projects on Ravelry. The FO thread is going to be locked on the morning of the 1st of March, and then winners will be drawn on the podcast after that, and any winners will have 30 days to claim their prizes or they will forfeit it. There's also a chatter thread on Ravelry where we encourage each other and can talk about our projects as we make them. And it's also where I give shoutouts to everyone who finished projects. But I also do that here. So why don't I do that? I would love to.
I would love for you to do that.
Yeah, so. Angie's Hip, Bead Weasel, D-Door 4, Dropped Stitches, I Now Hour, Falling Star 12, I Knit Socks 2, Jennifer Reels, Jodadiah, Knit Princess 83, Little Angel SG2, Elle McCall, Little Mermaid, Mamma Mia 64, Nicole S, Phoenix Fire, Share 2014, Silver Luna 2112, The Cat Knit, BT Kimmy Kim, Wombat Knitter, and Yell Cat 2.
Great job, everybody. So keep working on those projects. You have a little over 2 months to get them done, and you might be a prize winner. All right, let's move on to the next segment. Just hear those sleigh bells ringling, ring, tingle, tingling, too.
Ring-a-ting, ring. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. You, baby.
My voice is starting to go, so we are not going to sing that full one, but because we still have 2 more songs to go. But we are going to make it. So, Dammy, go.
This is Ask the Geeky Girls, part of our show where you ask us things and we try to answer them.
That's right.
We really do. We need more questions.
After this question that we're answering in just a second, we have 1 question left.
Ask us questions.
Go to our Ravelry group, Ask the Geeky Girls. Feel free to ask us anything. You can ask us, you can ask Pink Pearl, you can ask the Dr. Hubs.
Oh, she's got her paw stretched out. She's like...
Pink Pearl would be happy to come on and answer your questions.
No, she wouldn't, but we'll make her do it anyway.
So, yeah, please post questions. Okay, so what's this week's question, Dammy?
This week's question is from Casey, who is Sassenach Knits 219 from Michigan. Not sure if it's been mentioned on a recent episode or not, but seeing that a lot of folks are entering in the holiday season, I was curious to know some of the traditions that your family takes part in during the holidays. Now that I live in my own place, I'm very interested in starting some traditions of my own.
So we talked about this a few weeks ago, I think but our tradition is typically to decorate for Christmas on Thanksgiving Day. Didn't happen this year because we had to get decorations because we are in a new home after living overseas. So we actually didn't decorate till Dammy came home for college.
Pink helped.
She did. So, and then Christmas Eve, we will go to the Christmas Eve church service at church, and you and I will both be singing at that service.
Very high notes.
Hopefully I'll be singing. I may have to go on vocal rest for a few days.
You think you can do that?
No.
Yeah.
And then we'll get home and we'll have a snack dinner that we love to do, and then we open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve after we read the story of Christ's birth from the Bible. And then on Christmas morning, Santa, if you have children listening, plug their ears. Tammy and I went Santa shopping yesterday for this Christmas stockings.
Santa's very overworked, so we help him by
Yes, we
shopping
did.
at the Dollar Tree.
So, oh, I didn't say, our Christmas tradition is under the Christmas tree, you receive a book or books. So I had to buy that last night while Dammy was with me. I was like, go away. I need to buy your Christmas present.
Thanks.
And then in the Christmas stockings, we typically do candies and things like that. And we typically get Dammy at least one other, like, Christmas gift that's not a book. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it's going to get here in time. Otherwise, I'm going to have to print a picture of it and put it in her stocking. So we will open those on Christmas morning. We usually have cinnamon rolls or something like that for breakfast on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And then have a meal at some point during the day. I think we're going to do ham this year. Just hang out. We always watch White Christmas on Thanksgiving, and we probably will watch it again on Christmas Day. We also watch Polar Express on Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to have time on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Because you're working.
Oh.
And then we have to leave for call at church.
For college.
No, for call at church before the service. So we're going to watch it on Christmas Day. Growing up, our tradition was to take down decorations on New Year's. And we did do that the first several years of our marriage. But when we have moved over to a church that is more liturgical and does Advent, we have started leaving things up until Pink Pearl's apparently doing something very cute. We typically leave our stuff up till Epiphany, which is January 6th.
Always.
Which means you won't be here to help us undecorate. You'll be back at college already. This month that she's been with us is going by very quickly. What else, Dammy? I'm trying to think. Did I forget anything?
No.
We watch Holiday Inn at some point during the holidays as well.
This is Pink's first Christmas with us.
And we helped Santa shop for some stuff for her stocking.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it for traditions.
When she takes the stuff out of her stocking, I'm gonna put it on her head.
Stocking?
Yeah, like a hat. She won't wear it like that. I'll try and put it on one of her feet or her tail.
Oh my gosh. She's going to
She
revolt.
needs to be festive.
She's going to revolt.
She'll
Yeah.
probably be like, I'm trying to take a nap. What are you doing?
So thank you for the question, Casey. I hope we answered it. We'd love to hear your traditions in the episode thread. Dammy, if someone has a question for us, which they do, you, right there, you, and 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 you.
Okay.
You all have questions, so listen to what Dammy says.
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings we bring to you and your Pink. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Pink was beating her tail against the floor to the song.
Oh, how cute. We made it into the show. I know this has not been vocally the best Christmas karaoke episode, but dadgummit, we tried. We tried, and that's what counts. Okay, we have a few announcements. First up, we are giving away this book.
This book.
Knit Socks. 15 Cool Patterns for Toasty Feet by Betsy Lee McCarthy.
It's shaped like sock.
It is. Donated by Trisha, who is P-A-Z Scott on Ravelry. And we locked the giveaway thread before we started recording. We had Siri draw a random number for us, and the winner is Dammy.
Number 4, Rebecca Ristrauss.
Yay!
Yay!
So Rebecca Ristrauss, I need you to PM me, Java Pearl, your full name and mailing address.
She's just laying completely flat and like, wait.
Full name, mailing address, so I can get this out to you. You have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. Thank you again to Tricia for donating the book. A reminder that the Great Podcaster Craft Together starts on the 1st of January.
Yes.
That's 12 days from now.
On the first day of Christmas.
So, go to the link in the show notes to get to the Ravelry group. This is a great way to poly dip in other owls in the new year. All right, week 4 of our 31 Days of Christmas is starting on Saturday.
Yeah.
And for the 4th week, all fandom patterns will be on sale.
Yeah.
For 25% off with the coupon code 31 days. I believe there's like 29 of them.
Yes.
16, 17, 19, 20, 22, 24, 25. Yes. Let's see if I can name them all. Are you ready?
No.
Also, I can kill you with my brain socks. But it came out but I came out magician.
I think I came up with magician.
Yes, that one. Socks. Can Missy say something nice? Socks. Come along pond socks. Euglacia Watsonia socks. Hello, I'm Captain Jack Harkness socks. I want a revelation socks. I'm in love with an 18th century Scotsman cowl.
It
has always been forever for me Sassenach shawl. It's them alien socks. K9 says affirmative socks. May all your Christmases be white socks. Mr. Smith, I need you socks. Never such devoted sister shawl. Nice to meet you Rose socks. It's always been forever for me Sassenach.
No, that's the one at the top. I have no idea what that is.
It's the new one that just came out. Nothing
is lost.
Nothing is lost. Sassenach only changed.
Sure.
Shawl, wrap, whatever it is. Boy, watch the Spaceman socks. Please call me Anne with an E. Shawl. Rescue me, Jim Boy, and show me the star socks.
You could have just told them to go to the link once it's live and check them all out, but no.
No. What's this Battlestar Galactica one called?
So
say we all. Socks. Socks for 10. Souffle Girl socks. Spoiler socks. The Abraham number socks. The Best Thing Shawlette. The Dr. Donna socks. The Lady of Lollybrock socks. Where You Lead I Will Follow socks. And Wibbly Wobbly Cally Wally.
You didn't have to name them all.
I did pretty good. So if you go to javapearldesigns.com, click on the image, it'll take you a page with all of them linked. This starts on Saturday. If you're watching this when this comes out, you have a little bit of time left to get our sock patterns for 25% off.
All of our
all 40 zillions of them. And then the 29th, 30th, and 31st will be all of our ebooks for 25% off. I think that's all the announcements. We'd like to say a big thank you. My yarn got connected to my thumb to my cup. We'd like to say a big thank you. We love you guys. To everyone who supports the podcast. Y'all are amazing. We love you. We could not do this without you. We couldn't.
Yeah.
But a special thank you to those who support the podcast financially, because it does cost money to do a podcast. There's 3 main ways you can support us financially. First is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives, and you earn rewards based on the level you donate at. If you would like more information or want to sign up, go to
patreon.com/geekygirlsknit.
What's another way?
There's a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
And we
should still make the Venmo.
I forgot. You need to help me remember to do that. And we are amazon.com.co.uk and .ca affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, if you go through our website first, just look for the appropriate icon for your country's Amazon. We earn a little money back based on what you purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And that's a great way to support the podcast by doing something you'd be doing anyway, such as holiday shopping. I think that's everything. So, Tammy, tell them where they can find us online.
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
And with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely, lovely Christmas, winter solstice. Hanukkah's already happened.
Yeah.
Has Kwanzaa happened yet?
I don't know when Kwanzaa is.
I don't either.
Just say happy holidays.
Whatever holiday you are celebrating, we wish you a very merry one. We hope that you get to spend time with your loved ones. And if your loved ones are far away, like ours are, we hope that you'll be able to connect with them in some way during this time of celebration and love. And we wish for you a very happy, happy holidays. We love you guys. We're so grateful for you. And until next week, happy holidays, happy knitting. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams.
Merry Christmas.